Hello, welcome to the Dray Way. Yes, I have a super duper busy day today. So yeah, I'm just gonna get flying and get started and get talking because it's Preakness Day. And Preakness Day starts really early. So instead of me gabbing, let's start with the show. Let's get going. Let's go! Hey, welcome to the Dray Way. And yeah, I just got to get it out there. Republicans are terrible. They suck. Yeah, Republicans are awful. If you call yourself a Republican, you're a terrible person. There's no other way around it because Republicans don't do anything. Months and months and months into this administration, the House and Senate have done nothing. Nothing. And you want to know why? Because you guys don't have plans for anything. And I know some of you are going to be like, oh, that's not fair. Wait a minute. No, you stop. Your Republican Party doesn't stand for anything. Nothing. What are you guys for? Oh, strong borders. Yeah, you want to keep out white people. We know. But you'll ship them in from South Africa. You'll bring, oh, come on, let's bring in some white people. You're cool with that. But you're worried about a border that for decades and decades. Do you know in the 60s and 70s, 50s, 60s, 70s, people just used to walk back and forth across like no problem? You know, the only reason we've had any problem at all is because America has an appetite for drugs that is just beyond anything. If we just legalized drugs, all the problems would go away. All of them. Yeah. All the guns, all the fighting, it could be fixed like that. But yeah, who wants to fix things? And speaking of immigration, which is so important to Republicans, it's so important. You don't understand, Drayton. It's so important. You've done nothing. You don't have a bill. You've done nothing. Zip, zero. No new legislation. You could fix immigration like that and make the whole system smoother and easier. Yeah, you haven't done that. You've done nothing. And that's why the Republican Party is a bunch of bullshit. Because you guys run your mouth, but then when you get in charge, all you do is steal. That's all you do is steal. You guys are so corrupt. You guys are the definition of corruption. Billions of dollars going back and forth. And you guys for 4 or 5 years did nothing but talk about Hunter Biden's laptop. It defies stupidity. Hunter Biden's laptop? Some guy that's not even in the government. And you had us focusing on that for years. Hillary Clinton's emails. Who gives a shit about what time she has to take her dog to the vet? Who cares? Have you ever seen the emails? Do you know how many emails are just pure junk? I'll show you my emails sometime. I get about 800 emails a day. 795 of them are pure garbage. Who gives a damn? But that's what you Republicans do. Hillary emails. Hunter Biden's laptop. Meanwhile, the president is accepting jets and gifts and monies, and he's got his own coin. What the? Yeah, people can just dump huge amounts of cash into his coin, which his family happens to own most of. I mean, if you say this stuff out loud, you're just like, this can't be real. Yeah. And then here's the wonderful part. The president likes to write these presidential orders and stuff. They're all unlawful. All of them. They keep going to court, and courts are like, yeah, no. And then you guys are like, oh, they're mean to us. We got to get rid of them. They're so bad to us. Oh, you guys are so mean. No, you're unlawful. You break the law. You don't follow the Constitution. Even the Supreme Court is tired of you guys. They are exhausted. Even the Republican ones are like, really? Really? You have us up here? Birthright citizenship? You have us up here arguing that? How stupid are you? And it's pretty bad when the Supreme Court is like, just knock it off. Just stop already. What the courts are telling you, you keep losing for a reason. You're out of your effing mind. Knock it off. But not you guys. You guys just keep going. You keep churning out these little presidential orders, which are batshit crazy. So batshit crazy. We're talking about, in a few days, a 79, 1 year away from an 80-year-old nut job that is going to have a military parade. The United States is going to be the laughingstock of the world having a military, are you kidding me? A military parade. What are we, Panama? Nicaragua? What are we doing? The draft dodging president is going to watch the military go by, and the military that he jokes about and laughs about and says they're suckers. Do you guys understand the hypocrisy here? I mean, the absolute gall of somebody that did everything they could to avoid war. And then when he avoided it, he made fun of those who served. Called them losers. And now he's having a military parade. You guys got to be out of your frickin' minds to not see that this is lunacy. This is craziness. This is, I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm sorry that I started off the show this way, but Republicans just suck. You guys suck. You're just so bad. You just don't serve a purpose except for, we're going to cut taxes for people that have so much money, they're not even going to know about your tax cut. They got billions and billions of dollars. They don't give a shit. They don't care. And the other thing you do is you keep things really white. Congratulations. Good for you. But I hate to break it to you. The secret sauce to America is its diversity. And you're always going to be on the wrong side of that. Always. And eventually you're going to lose and lose badly, because this nation is going to continue to be of color, whether you like it or not. Let me know what you guys think. Don't go anywhere. More Dray Way to come. Here it is. It is Preakness Day. That's right. Today, I'm dating this video by letting you know, today is the Preakness. Today is Saturday. And yes, they will be running the Preakness, the second crown in the Triple Crown. Of course, the winner of the Kentucky Derby will not be running today. I have a feeling that horse is headed towards Belmont. But today, we have a host of horses, a host of talented horses. And of course, journalism. Journalism is one of those horses. I don't know if you can, it's going to be backwards, all right, but that's journalism right there. There happens to be another horse that I'm going to talk about here, because I think these two horses are going to finish 1-2. Who's going to finish first? Who's going to finish second? I'm just going to box them. I'm going to box these two horses. And the other one is, I don't know if I pronounce it right, but the horse's name is River. It looks like Thames, but I don't think you pronounce it Thames. Toms? River Toms? Yeah, okay. But he's the 6 horse. So I'm going to box the 2 and the 6 horse. It is the Preakness. It is going 1 mile and 3/16. And there are some interesting choices in here. Heart of Honor. Heart of Honor. How does that horse run? That horse consistently runs well, but will it run well in the USA is the question. I'm going to use that horse in the bottom of my tri-ticket. And I'm also going to use Clever Again. Clever Again, I will put, 3rd and 4th along with Heart of Honor. I just think the race is a 2-man race. I'm kind of tossing the Sandman I don't think the track sets up well for him. So I'm going more towards exacta box, and that being journalism and river. There you have it. That is my pick for the Preakness. If you have not been or watched the Preakness before, it's an exciting race, just like the Kentucky Derby. Their racing starts today at like 7:30 in the morning out west, 10:30 out east. So there is going to be a racing schedule that goes on all day long. So if you're into horse racing, today is your day. And of course, I've been loving horses and watching them run and going to tracks and stuff since I was going to Scioto Downs in the 60s and 70s, and the Little Brown Jug in Delaware in Ohio. Yeah, I was an Ohio kid, and my grandfather used to take me to the track. So Grandpa used to take me a lot of places. I'll tell you some stories about that. I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a real quick one. My grandfather used to take us to the Cleveland Brown games, okay? And every single time we went, they would all throw $20. They'd take 3 buses from Columbus, Ohio, and drive up to Cleveland. And we were on the bus, and what they did is they all put in $20, which was a lot of money back then, actually. They all put $20 in, and they had a pool who could guess the closest of how many people were in the stadium that day. So here it's snowing like hell. We're in the buses. We go up, and my grandfather has never won it, and he says, Drayton, here's the $20. Write a number on it and turn it in. I said, well, how many showed up at the last game? And he showed me the last number. So I just kind of deducted a little bit because I thought some people may not show up because of the snow, and wrote down my guess, turned it in, and here we win. All right? I didn't realize how much we won, but my grandfather was so excited. And he goes, Drayton, I've never won this thing in 10 years doing this. I'm going to get you the biggest ice cream cone you can imagine. And I was like, wow, we're going to go get ice cream, So I go, we get the ice cream and everything else. Fast forward 20-some years later, I found out that my grandfather actually won about $2,000. And all he got me was an ice cream cone. But because I was a kid, I didn't care. But when I found out, I was like, you cheap ass. You win $2,000 and all you got me was an ice cream cone? He goes, at the time, you were perfectly happy. Shout out to my grandfather. I miss him every day. Don't go anywhere. I have a final thought. The fitness journey is going extremely well. I'm back in the gym. I'm feeling great. Just started lifting again. Combined with lifting and walking, I'm feeling better and better and better. How is your journey going? Summer is like, it's like right here. So, I mean, June, July, August. Yes, summer is upon us. So what are you doing to add to your fitness journey? What are you doing to make your fitness journey a better journey in 2025? And I know you hear me saying it, and you're like, I should probably do something. Take charge of your life. Time here is limited. We do not have forever. So the only thing you can do is try to make life last as long as possible. And in order to do that, you've got to take good care of yourself. It's something that you absolutely positively must do. And I keep saying it on here. If you guys have been following me, you know I keep harping on the same thing. You got to walk, you got to walk, you got to walk, you got to walk. You got to walk. Walking is the key. Without walking, you will not make it. You will not be able to live a healthy lifestyle if you don't do some form of exercise. And walking is one of the very best things that you can do. And it's so easy to do. And so what I'm really telling you is you have no excuse. you have absolutely no excuse. And I'm feeling better and better. I'm up to 4 miles now. I do 4 miles every day, 2 miles in the morning, 2 miles in the evening. It's not that difficult. I know you can do it too. If you're struggling with your food prep, like I said, I found a little cheat code. The little cheat code for me is I love yogurt. I absolutely love yogurt. And the other secret is green vegetables. Pick one you like, whether it's beans, peas, lima beans. Always have them available so you can snack on them at night, because sometimes the snack monster hits us at night. And when it does, there's nothing better for me than to have a nice little bucket of lima beans or peas just ready for me to heat up for 29 seconds, and I'm down there eating. So thanks for joining me today on the Dray Way. I'm going to go check out the horses today. So I'm leaving early, which means I'm leaving like right now. So have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful Saturday. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And don't forget, there's a new Dray Way each and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody. We'll see you later.